What's up, my construction entrepreneurs? Tyrone Jones here with the Construction Entrepreneur School and Services. Make sure you guys check out the YouTube channel. I've been blasting a lot of videos, a lot of good videos talking about estimating, how to estimate, what you should be making sure that you add into your estimates. Because we got to remember that estimating is the lifeblood of your business. I mean, that's how you get the sales in, right? That's how you get the work you need to build the company you want. Okay. Also, too, I'm really pushing on getting feedback for your estimates. So let's say you do an estimate, you turn it into general contractor, a homeowner, I don't know, your client, whomever it is, you get a feedback from them. That's part of the estimating process, is getting feedback. Today I got feedback on the job I did probably about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. This job was a pretty big job. The cost of this job was about 1.5 million. Now, mind you, when I throw these numbers out there, I say, "Oh, this job is 1.5 million. This job is, 2 million." Mind you, on that type of job, my markup is probably anywhere from 16 to 20% on that job, and that includes my overhead and profit. I think the average construction company, when it's all said and done, you're probably looking at netting 6 to 8% overall on a good year. You can do more than that, but it's very tough to close into higher numbers because it's such a risk or top heavy on risk type of industry. But anyway, I turned in this job. I got it was for 1.5 million, and I didn't get the job. I did find out that I was third place. I was third place on that project, and I didn't give my number did not include rebar. So I gave my structural concrete number and my site concrete number because nowadays a lot of general contractors or clients wants to see that the person doing the concrete is doing all the concrete so nothing is missed. They hate hiring concrete for structural, then hiring a concrete for site, and then something is missing in between. You know, so they try to hire one. It looks more attractive when you are doing both of those trades. Okay. Um, and then also know that in this industry, structural concrete and site concrete is two different sectors of work. Believe it or not, you got structural concrete companies and you got site concrete companies that don't do any structural concrete work. Crazy, right? It's all concrete. It's crazy, but that's the way it is. On the structural side, is less finishing. It could be it's definitely only a lot less finishing. On the site work, it's more finishing. But anyway, so month and a half ago, 1.5 mil. I found out that I came in third place when a rebar price was added to my number. So the two other bidders before me, the first place and the second place, included rebar in their number. Myself, I actually did not include my rebar number because I didn't think my rebar supplier was competitive. So I tucked my rebar number with my bid. I didn't add it into it. I just tucked it with it. And so when they added the rebar to my number, because I didn't add rebar in my number, it put me at third place. Now, I tried to get, at that time, I tried to get what number was I at? What was my difference on number wise? The senior estimator for that company said, "Hey, you know what? I'll let you know more details when we start the project," right? He's trying to be fair in this game and not give out this information just freely when there's still a shot to adjust numbers, right? So I said, okay. So I waited a month and a half or whatever it was since I bid on this job, and I just got the results back today. So he emailed me back, and my question was, what was the dollar amount of the difference that I was from the first bidder? I don't care about the second bidder. I'm trying to be first only. So what was the dollar amount I was from the first bidder? Now, mind you, this job was like 1.5, right? He said 100,000. He actually said 101,000. So I was $101,000 higher than the first place bidder. Okay? I was 10% higher. Now, mind you, I told you that on that job I was probably at 6%, 16%, 16 to 20%. So look at that. So if he was 10% lower than me, and let's say I plugged in 16%, that means that I could have been at his number if I would have charged only 6% to do that job. 6%, right? Now, mind you, on percentage wise on that type of number, it's a high number, right? But 6% when your overhead could be 8%, right? Your profit you're trying to have at another 8 to 10%, right? Say trying to get to 16%. So he lands a job for 6%. Now this is the crazy part here. And you have to be careful with this when you're going low. So let's say you do a job for 6% and they hold a 5% retention, right? So if you do a job at 6% and they hold a 5% retention, that means that you're paying to get that job done because you're not getting any money back until the retention is clear. That means that after that job is done, right? After the whole job is done, you could be already done within 2 months of start time because you do concrete. But you may have to wait the full year or year and a half till that large project is done until you can receive your profits, right? Because you got 1%, now you need to receive the other 5% because you did 6%. Well, that's crazy. And then you also have so basically you're receiving no money from this job the whole time. So you're just basically paying for this job. And then if anything goes wrong with your crew, concrete trucks, anything a bump in the road can add money to your job, that's just eating away at that 6%. So it's just crazy on how low these prices are in the market right now. When you're looking at percentage wise, it's nothing. 6% is not right. Doesn't even cover the overhead costs. So if you're facing that out here, you definitely have to get a lot more creative. There's a lot of people in the residential industry I'm seeing is super busy. There's a lot of companies that are in the public works industry that are busy because they're turning in they're almost turning in they're almost turning in at cost jobs. Basically what it costs them to have that job, and just basically turning in a price to keep the doors open. That's what I'm seeing a lot, and talking to a lot of contractors out there, I'm seeing that. That don't mean that you should not get into this industry. It just means that you got to be a little bit more creative. You got to be more selective on the projects that you choose to bid on. Like today, I got word today. I bidded on a pretty nice job. It came out at 1.2 million, and a little bit lower on my profit and overhead. But I received callbacks. Basically, people call me back, basically say, "Hey, asking me to verify my bid," which is good when they're trying to verify your bid. And if they're trying to verify your bid, that means you're the lowest bidder. So I asked them, "Hey, we're the lowest bidder." They was like, "Yeah." So that was good. So estimating. You guys have to check out this new class I got coming out. How to estimate, right? Um, I teach you how to estimate from a system that I created. And I created this system from other programs, just other programs I've been using over the years. And I have simplified this process. So there's a lot of us out there that just got our license or maybe have had our license for a while, and we have a challenge at bidding on projects. It's so much of a challenge that we won't even go after certain projects that require us to estimate it at a certain level, right? So with this system that I created, it's called the order of construction estimation, and it's based on the order of construction for your trade. And I teach you how to estimate something, how to estimate a job from what you're already doing. So you're already doing the work. I just teach you how to break it down to put a number to that work, a number to those tasks. And it's a system that's created to where it's repetitive. Each task you go over the same line items. That way you don't miss anything. Until you can get better at this, then you can jump to another system, or you can just stay with that system. But estimating system is the way to go for this process. I got it up on the website right now. You can wait until we have the class. You can check it out now. It's on the website for $199. That's a one-time cost. That means that one job can pay for that estimating system. And I've been building in that system for 9 years. I'm still building on it now. Always trying to look ways to add more to it. You know, we're on version 9 right now. So it's very easy to use, very easy to understand. You don't have to understand Excel. Everything is done in Excel. So you don't, this is the thing here. You don't have to understand Excel to use an estimating program. You just have to know how to use that program and make sure that program is easier to use. It's user friendly. This program is user friendly. No learning curve. Literally, I got drop down menus that you choose from that already add your prices in. Just that simple. Everyone laughs when they go through it. I train people in the field, guys that I have. I literally teach them how to estimate when they actually thought that they would never be able to learn how to estimate. And I teach them how to do it in a matter of a couple of weeks. And that's not even doing it every day, you know. But now, once you get the hang of this, you're going to notice how easy it is to spit out these estimates. And then when I'm spitting out these terms of percentages and all this, you'll know where I'm coming from, because you'll see what you need to charge to make money to build your business. My construction entrepreneurs, make sure you check out the estimating system. It's the thing to have. It's the thing to do. You got to grow your business. It's time to boss up. It's time to hunker down and learn the things that you don't want to learn. See, it's a lot of us out there because we like building with our hands. We don't want to get out there and learn or sit down and learn what we need to know. It's time. If you don't, you're going to get left behind. If you don't, you're going to stay in the place that you're at. Boss up. Let's get to it. My construction entrepreneurs, hustle hard, then hustle harder. Catch you on the next one.